Recently, Pokemon's been on a roll with announcements. We got the surprise release of Pokemon Quest, the highly anticipated announcement of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and even a new 2019 core Pokemon game announcement. And while it seems most of the talk is on Let's Go, I kinda made a video on it if you wouldn't mind watching it, I'm kinda more interested in that 2019 game. We currently don't know much about it, other than the fact that it's a main series game that luckily has no tie-ins whatsoever to Pokemon Go. Thank God. It may be quite a ways away, but I thought it would be fun to share what I want to see in this new upcoming Pokemon adventure. So without further ado, here's my top 5 hopes for Pokemon on Nintendo Switch. Let's go! Coming in number 5 is Pokemon Following You. Okay, this one's basically on everyone's list, which is why it's at number 5, but I mean, come on! Back in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you could have any Pokemon follow you around, no matter how little sense it may have made. So why can't we have that back? There were even models in the Code of Sun and Moon of every Pokemon walking, so I'd say it's about time this awesome feature makes a comeback. Not to mention we're seeing this feature return in Let's Go, so I'd say this one is pretty much guaranteed. Right now, there are so many forums and chat rooms set up for Pokemon, which begs the question, so why isn't there any official way to chat? Personally, I think Pokemon games should have in-game chat rooms, where you'd be able to talk to players about trading, battling, or whatever. This could help make Pokemon a much better online game, and also give it kind of an MMO feel. Now, do I think Pokemon will actually make in-game chat rooms? Probably not. Nintendo is clearly against the idea of talking to strangers in-game, but it would be nice to be able to say a little more than this way and booyah. Then again, Pokemon did create chat rooms for the trading card game online, so who knows what the future holds. Actually, now that I think about it, Miiverse would have been perfect for something like this. Huh. Here's a problem with a lot of newer Pokemon games. They're pretty easy. And yeah, I get that the games are supposed to be easy so kids can play them, but come on. Why can't there just be a difficulty setting? It would honestly improve so much. After all, that's why Nuzlocke are so popular. People really want to get some kind of difficulty out of these games. It doesn't have to be like Dark Souls level of difficult, just hard enough to require some real thinking and strategy. Also, I'm not opposed to the EXP share, cause grinding can be pretty annoying. But still, difficulty settings. Where they at? Don't you love how the new 3DS added a second, smaller circle pad, and Pokemon just kind of ignored it? Yeah, I really want free camera movement in Pokemon. I mean, now Zelda's got it, Mario's got it, Kirby still doesn't have a true 3D game. Now, as a pixelated RPG, it makes sense to have a top-down style. Recent indies have made good use of this style, such as Golf Story and Undertale. But now that Pokemon has entered the third dimension, things are a bit different. Gen 6 still mostly use a top-down view, with some areas such as Lumio City switching up the camera a bit. In Sun and Moon, however, the top-down view is pretty much completely gone, and it just feels weird not to be able to move the camera around however I want. So for Pokemon Switch, I say this feature is a must-have. And my number one hope for Pokemon Switch is Amiibo support.